welcome to Overbooked and Underqualified. I'm Sam.
I'm Liv.
Yeah, and we've got some intro notes to go over quick.
Yes, we do. How's your day going?
Good.
We're recording on a Friday night instead of our usual Sunday morning.
So instead of coffees, it's alcohol, which is just going to fuel the rage that I have.
Yes.
So
I can't wait. I love it. I think that Sam is just so nice and passionate, and it's all good. So first off, we're gonna do the scented marker.
Okay.
The crowd goes wild. Okay, you asked for a new color, so this is a new
green.
color.
I feel like green is giving it away. I want to already go apple. Very wrong.
Yeah, it's very wrong.
And they're desserts, right?
No, they can be anything in the world that has a smell.
Okay, then I'm just gonna go spearmint.
Yeah, it's fresh mint.
Fresh mint. I should have known.
I'm gonna have
Mojitos.
a lot of. I have a lot of lenience with you. I'm just gonna say 3 out of 3 now. But you're close enough. So we were talking about in our past episodes about Alex's next book after this one.
Yeah.
So it's Starside, and that's not.
It's not.
Like, there's not even a release.
Nothing to do with it, yes.
For this, next 5th book.
I don't want to fucking read it.
The 5th book?
No.
Okay.
Well, yes. But I don't want to read her new series either.
I feel like you're going to change your mind. I feel like you're going to come back around.
Okay, you know what? I'm hot right now.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't DNF a series.
Super
I
hot.
can't DNF this series because, but as of right now, if the 5th book was out, I would not be reading it next.
I'm at the point where I'm like, I am already invested. Like,
Yes.
I know I'm just going to read it just to find out, and I think it's going to be a hate read.
Yep, I agree.
But I'm very, very, very disappointed. Should we do ratings at the end?
Yeah, we're going to do ratings at the end. I bet you guys are going to be really surprised by our
I was also going to tell you, I feel like we should wait to do our Goodreads reviews until after our podcast.
It's probably a good idea because I let her rip.
I mean, this one we kind of already knew.
We already knew where we were going.
But I was going to tell you
fair.
that. So next time.
Okay, next time.
Yeah, and I think I will read it, but yeah, I'm not in a rush.
Yeah,
so
there's
maybe
no
this
release.
is good. We need some time. How do you feel about reading Starside? I don't know if you've read the description.
No.
It's like kind of very similar to Lightlark, so I'm kind of turned off.
I have not read it, but I've seen some videos, I've seen some artwork, but just based off of this series, I feel like I'm just doomed to be mad again.
Yeah. I think we need a nice break.
I'm so excited for our next book.
And so the next book is Alchemized.
Yes.
We kind of talked about that last week.
Yep, and it's on our TBR that we posted.
It is on Spotify for free to listen to.
But it's 36 hours, so you're going to need a topper if you listen to it alone.
Yeah. I did start listening to it.
Okay, I'm so excited.
And it was a really good listen. It had some fun, gothic music in the beginning, so...
Sam works tomorrow, so we'll baby naps. I'm going to crack her open.
Does this taste weird to you?
No, I think it tastes really good.
I feel like I got a weird part of the rim. Sorry. Anyway.
Weird part of the rim? What makes it weird?
I don't know, it just tastes... metally.
It's a copper mug.
I know, but... not in a good way. Anyways, that's all I have for intro notes. Let's freaking jump in and get this over with. Not over with. This is going to be a great episode. It's going to be full of passion and full of lots of hot takes.
I'm ready to get this book over with. I quite literally texted Liv and said, thank God that's over. Not impressed. Okay. Anyways.
Let's start. We started on 300.
Yep.
With Isla.
Yeah, so we read about the last, I think it was 140 something pages. So each one of these episodes for this book was about 150. So she's locked in, and my first note on this one, Lark growing weaker, I thought was very interesting. I didn't really get what was going on there, because she started, obviously when they entered the world, she was hurt, and I was very confused as to why she, started slowly not being able to heal herself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just felt like progressively over time it took longer and longer and longer for her to regenerate.
Lark?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, her character has been so confusing in this book.
Yeah.
And also, she was such a big player last book, and now minuscule in this book.
This chapter is just, these next few chapters
Yes.
were rough. I actually got back into it again towards the end. This book was a lot of ebbs and flows for me.
Yeah.
This is a lot of, why would I marry you? More evil Grimm bullshit. And it's like
Grimm.
more reminding him
No.
and like there's so much recycling of the past and the plot from other books, and I'm just over it.
It feels like I've
point.
reread this series 5 times.
Yes, it's horrible. And then the knights start bringing her to the dungeon and doing
Instead of
dungeon
Grimm,
and
yes.
whatever. And at least that's more believable to me, you know?
I agree.
I'm
Like him
why
being
is
like, we're
Cronin...
done.
Yeah, I don't know. And so then the searching for the feather plan happens, and there's dinners every evening,
And she
and
goes to
Grimm's
all of
ignoring
them.
her, and it's boring. Next Isla chapter.
So she's getting ready to escape. She's kind of like trying to make this plan, like you said, for searching the feather. I did think it was super like crazy when she took Lark's rib.
Yes, I put that Lark's rib was sacrificed, and she just kills the knight.
Which is insane. I thought that it was so badass. It was very Isla. And like that's the frustrating part is like at their core, I love these characters.
Same.
I love Grimm. I love Aro. I love Isla. I think even the villains are like set up to be really good.
It should have just
But the
been
plot is horrible.
horrible, and just the way they're interacting. It should have
So
stopped
repetitive.
at 2 or 3. Like this book should not have happened.
See, I think that this book could have been done well.
I think so too.
I think that if the love triangle ended in Skyshade and we focused on the plot, I think I would have been a lot more devastated when Grimm lost his memory. And I
Same.
think that there would have been a lot more like, not so many feelings towards the, okay, we're being so repetitive right now.
Yeah.
And part of me is wondering, do you think if we wouldn't have read the novella, it wouldn't have felt so repetitive? Or do you think that it would have felt repetitive no matter what?
I don't know. That's an interesting question, because I did feel like our first episode for this book, the first 100, or how much did we read? First 150 pages were hard for me, because I feel like it was a lot of just
I agree.
repeating of that book. So I feel like that would have been better. But as for the rest, I just really needed the Aro stuff in the last
I agree.
book.
It was carrying the entire book.
So I feel like that almost helped me feel a little bit more invested, because if I'm being honest, I feel like Aro made this book the few stars that I gave it.
I feel like, honestly, the him and Grimm scenes were really good for me. Like when they were underwater
like the
and them trying to like, don't get me
and-
wrong, it started to get a little repetitive when they continuously beat the crap out of each other. But I really did like them working together. But I agree, Aro carried this book so heavy-handedly. But I also put like Grimm hoping she dies. Why are we doing this again?
Yeah, and she's like searching Grimm's room, and then he tattles on her, and she's like, I forgot what a bastard you can be. And it's just like, I don't know.
It's almost like she's trying to grab the tension of like when it is enemies to lovers and like they haven't slept together yet.
Yeah.
It's like she's trying to recreate that
Yes,
tension
like
in
this
every
yearning.
single book.
Yes.
And don't get me wrong, favorite trope, love tension, but the tension is already gone there for me. Because I've already seen him messing his sheets for her and like them having sex. Like this is not a new thing. So it's more of just, it's getting frustrating at this point, and also the plot could be so good. Could be so good.
And Isla just loses a little bit of like her likable side sometimes in this book too, where she's just like not used to getting her way anymore. Like I think I don't know.
She's used to having 2 men crawling at her feet.
Yeah, and then she like picks, and now she's just kind of sucking, and that sucks because I really like her.
In my review of this book on Goodreads, I literally said, "Leave my man Aro alone."
I did not see that. I just saw the what you rated it. I didn't see your description. That is so funny.
Like, stop.
Yes. And then she faces Cronin whatever, we have another invading mind
Yeah.
thing. And
Oh, this peeved me so bad.
again, nothing changes in her.
So we're at the Grim one, and he and Corin invades her mind, and she gets a chance to flash him a memory. Why are we flashing him a sex memory? Why not when you guys got intimately married? When he gave up his life for her?
Like, literally any other fucking memory. I put important memory.
Yes.
That's your main thing. This is why in the other episodes, I'm like, all it is sex between
Yes.
them. Like, I have such a hard time being a Grimm person because of that. Like, I
Yes.
love Grimm, but their relationship just sucks compared to...
Her and
There's
Aros.
nothing
No.
there but sex.
Like, why didn't she do him on both of his knees, begging her to marry him?
Yes.
There are so many, like, good scenes and loving scenes between them, but we're choosing sex.
And also...
And Grimm can have sex with women. Grimm has had sex with women.
Yeah.
This is not like Grimm is a virgin, and this is the first time he's ever had sex with anybody, and he's gonna be blown out of his mind that they're sleeping together.
It's like she thinks, and what blows my mind is this is a YA, right?
Yes,
This is
and they're
this is supposed to be young adult. This book does not seem young
no,
adult.
the sex scenes do not, because usually it's like
and it's a lot all the time.
A lot. No, I agree. I don't think it feels YA at all.
And the scenes are like pretty freaking descriptive.
It's like an AYA, adult, young adult.
Well, yeah, and then
I wouldn't want my 14-year-old reading this.
no, and then you're like, to me, that's kind of teaching you like, oh, to get a man, like you basically have to seduce him.
No, it pissed me off so bad because every time that there was an option for these two to actually work together and figure something out, it was about sex. And I agree, it cheapens their relationship because, like I said, there are so many beautiful moments between them and them growing as people together and being there for each other. To continuously choose sex to try and bring him back is so frustrating.
Yeah, like, of course, the memory is her naked on the bed of their wedding night. Like, that's it. That's it.
Oh, my blood pressure is rising.
Yeah, like, of all the things.
Again,
what does that show? Like,
I quite literally said 3 things that would have been much better. Him leaving devastated when she chose Aro after he lied. Like, the look on his face. Oh, anyways, moving on.
back to Isla. Grimm then starts giving her the cold shoulder.
Okay, what's new?
Something's wrong with his arm.
Yeah, I didn't really understand his Skyer getting rejected.
Well, according to Isla, it was that she's presuming that Cronin knows that he has a Skyer, but
And
then
he was trying to get rid of it.
and he was trying to get rid of it by like pain instead of just confronting him about it because he still wants to work together and have a good relationship, which also doesn't add up because he's a villain.
You
like,
met Corin? Like, are you joking?
yeah, if he wanted that thing ripped off, he would have just fucking said
He would have
that.
quite literally peeled the skin off of that man.
So then he ends up asking for help reluctantly, and for some reason, Lark's blood is the savior. And then on top of that, she helps. Yeah. She helps Grimm instead of Arl.
I know.
After she promised to get the stupid feather and the star sick, like all these people in the other world are dying, but oh, his arm hurts.
And this is where it feels YA. This is where it feels YA to me. Not the sex scenes, the choosing. I was so pissed when she... And, like, yes, she didn't pick Grimm, but she didn't say, no, I'm not taking this deal, Lark.
So dumb. And
Also, her being able to rifle through
oh yeah, now she can just fucking
Lark's
do
mind,
that.
now she can just do that.
It's not adding up. Nothing is adding up with the characters, with the magic. Like, this book is such a shit
Oh,
show.
just wait till we get to the last scenes, the last chapters. There's some shit that I literally, like, I felt like she wanted it to be, like, these crazy scenes that are, like, and I'm like, this is the dumbest shit I've ever read.
Yeah, I know. So then she confesses like love for him, and Evil Grim rejects her.
Which,
After he,
she's confessing love for him? Bitch.
she just thinks
That's
that
not-
everything's gonna go back to normal.
And it's also not a confession.
I don't know.
I just...
So then the next chapter, she's mad at Lark, but she's the one who made dumb deals.
Yeah, like, she's ill-impressed that Lark's like,
Lark's
I don't want that. No, you made your deal, bitch.
Yeah,
I got my feather.
I did help you. Like,
Peace.
I helped you.
And also, like, Lark is notorious for being horrible.
And literally, Isla throws a fit. Like, throws a hissy fit.
I know.
And I said,
I also read that
hashtag Team Lark again.
I don't know if we've ever agreed with villains, but like, yeah, Lark, get it, girl.
It's so funny because if you listen back to our first episode on Crowntide, we're like, Lark is the worst. She sucks. And now
Yeah, we're like,
we
yeah, get it, girl. Okay, but then in this Isla scene,
yeah,
she goes to dinner, and is it Jessel?
Yes, Jessel.
Jessel gets dragged in because she was caught like harboring Isla, and all of these, and this is where Corin's big, I allow second chances. If you can cut me, you can live. Murder me. So stupid.
So dumb.
So then he ends up killing all these people. The first guy, the knife traveling through his body, that was disgusting. Did not enjoy that scene. And then, after all this, Isla kills Jessel. Because, you know, her whole, once I kill Lark, it can bring anybody back. And she's like, it was kind of a good move because it kind of got Corin on her side. But then the next time she's confronted by Corin, she doesn't try and play along with anything.
No, I know. She's not playing the game.
No, and when she's trying to play it, she's playing dumb.
Like, I appreciate her having morals and stuff, but I'm also like, you say you're going to play the game, but then you don't. It doesn't make sense. And then also, what also kind of confused me and pissed me off a little bit in the scene is how Grimm's just standing by and he's trying to stop her from helping these innocent people.
Yeah, like when he was squeezing her leg.
That doesn't track with him. Like,
not with his evil Grimm, it doesn't track.
Well, no, I just mean, like, him as a character in general. Like, if he's truly worried about his people at home and, like, the innocents dying and all this stuff, but then he's just, like, okay with this.
By. I don't know, the characters got really muddled at the end of this book. The only person that stayed true to his word, let's take a guess, Aro.
Yeah, so that was,
I don't know, it was weird. These scenes were, and also all of the men, like, and this is something that I don't know about you, but I got really sick of. We get it, she's hot. We get it.
I don't know, that was just fine. Like, I loved in the last books when she dressed up and got whatever.
100%. But it was different then, like.
Now it's just dumb. She's trying to seduce Grimm. It feels cheap, like you said. So then, after she slits Jessel's throat,
Yes.
then Grimm's even more like, maybe
what's
she's
going
evil.
on? Yeah, maybe she is.
But then he also
inside.
knows that she can bring them back. Then we get back to Grimm's point of view, and Cronin's all pleased, and Grimm's confused.
Yeah.
And he creates a shadow barrier for her to cry in peace in the cell.
Yes.
And that's it. Like, are we supposed to be back on team nice Grimm now? He's not evil?
I don't know. It's so confusing. And again, like, it just doesn't add up for what he's trying to do.
I feel like I'm just reading it and going, what? This whole time.
Like, the chapters aren't corresponding together, and it's the same timeline.
So then we get back to Aro.
Yes, yeah.
No surprise, he's giving another pep talk for Isla. Like, she's giving up.
I am so sick of her running back to Aro. And then she gets, like, all pissy about him being, like, mad. And also, he literally puts that he's trying to hide his feelings because he doesn't want to upset her more. Aro doesn't want to upset Isla more. This man just had his heart shattered to pieces. This is the first time he's loved basically anybody, and he's worried about Isla's feelings.
Yeah, like Isla needs to find this fucking portaling device. And again, he's so patient. I'd be pissed. I'd be like, are you freaking kidding me? You have one job. One job. And you're traipsing around being dumb. Like Cinder's dying, Grimm's a tad hurt, and you just give up your search. Like, what are you doing?
I don't know. Like, it doesn't track for Isla either, which is so frustrating because, again, she was one of my favorite MMCs.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
I loved her.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, don't get me wrong. I understand that it's devastating for your husband to get his memory swiped, especially right after you picked. But the whole point of you coming to this land was so you could help the people on Lightlark.
Exactly. Yeah.
And you're not doing
I'm glad
that.
you brought that up because it's like, what are you doing?
You are not doing that, ma'am.
This book is all over the place. Oh, yes. And yes, again, Aro is just so nice.
Mm-hmm.
My question, too, for, like, the hardcore Aro haters is, like, what exactly is it? Is it just that he's kind of...
not a shadow daddy? He's not evil.
Yeah,
I feel
like is it because he's blonde? Is it
which
because...
is honestly a fair reason to not like an MMC. I'm fine with
I don't
hating
care.
an MMC because they're blonde.
I could get on a blonde man. I don't care.
When we read Caraval, I was not sure about Jax, which I ended up actually liking him.
That's
like,
true.
I mean, literally
and now you like Tal. I think that you need to change up your ways.
I
here.
literally told Olivia, I said, I don't know if I can get behind this guy. He's blonde.
Yeah, that doesn't bother me. But I don't know. I genuinely want to know, like,
I don't get
what
it either.
are people's issue? Is it just that he's kind of bland? Or is it because
But
he's obviously not the one? Like,
Maybe.
anybody with a functioning brain can know that, like, Grimm was endgame, right?
I'm like, we knew that he was endgame, but we were still like, maybe there's a chance. Because, like, what a good twist would it have been.
Yes, like, I would have loved...
Even
I
a
need
good
somebody to
twist.
die or a twist to happen at this point.
I know,
like,
one of the reviews I read for the book said, so when does someone die? They're like, what chapter does he die in? It just cracked me up. But I don't know, this book at the end is just unraveling. So then after getting her 8th pep talk from Aro,
oh my god,
we're back to Isla, and I wrote that you were right about Nexus, but I don't remember what you wrote about.
I don't ever remember a conversation about Nexus.
Corin made it. They talked about how Corin made that rule.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't remember when we talked about it.
Well, I love being right.
Yeah, so do your right dance. Stand up.
What is it?
I don't remember. Yeah, yeah, that's what I was hoping for. Yep.
Yeah, so then what? I'm right.
You go next.
Oh, okay. So then she's thinking of Aro at Cronin Tea Party.
Cronin Tea Party.
And
of course she is, because it's his, and also like
because of tea and Aro and all those
so
things.
Sorry. Sorry, Violet. Sorry, Zayden.
I'm like, they're here.
She did not pick.
She did not pick.
She did not pick. I wanted so much from you, Alex, because you said she picked, and she didn't.
I mean, hear me out, though. To be devil's advocate, like, when you break up with someone, you still think, like, this is a fresh technical breakup, right? So you're still, like, things are going to come up where you are reminded of them, but you don't, like, this is fine. Like, she's thinking of him at the tea party because tea is, like, their thing. But the going back, you don't get to go back. And she also expects that she's always going to get this love from him.
I know.
And at the end gets pissed. Like, I don't know. She just gets pissed.
Yes.
Whatever. Anyway, so she's still not joining.
Yep.
Cronin. Good for her. Whatever. Oh, yeah. I have a Nexus comment on here, too. I said, did you create Nexus? In quotes. A weird question to ask. She asked that out of the blue.
And that's why I said you were right, but I don't remember us discussing it.
And then he says, talking about Aro, his family was not always so noble.
Which
So,
that was
like,
very interesting to me too. And
so
I
that
don't
just
know
felt really random to throw in there.
and that might be a lead for the next book. But I also like thought that so then Corn gets pissed and makes Isla start fighting the knights.
Oh yeah.
Do you have more before that?
No. Just that was a weird Nexus question.
And then I thought that it was like she was kicking some ass.
So she kind of like leaves the tea and then
Yes.
she's taunting the knight that's
Yes.
bringing her to the whatever.
Yeah. And then Grim shows up, saves her, is carrying her to take care of her, and they did giggle. So Isla was obviously trying to make him remember stuff, and she goes, one time you killed like 8 men just for one of them touching me, and Grim says, sounds dramatic.
Yeah,
that did
good.
have me chuckling.
Yeah,
and this is kind of where I got back into it.
Yeah, I want to like want them. I want to like them together.
I agree.
And
I agree.
I want this book to work. Like,
I want this book to be so good.
I need to be clear about that because I'm not just like hating this book to
No.
hate it. Like, I really am disappointed because of how much that I love the first 2 books and third. Like, I love this series.
I agree. I was like, this had such good potential. And you and I always talked about like people trashed the first and second book. And you and I were always so confused. We didn't understand why people were trashing it, and now I'm like, I'm also trashing it.
Well,
But
are you saying that as like this ruins the other books for you?
No.
Okay.
I think that the first book was probably, again, I said that book gave me book trauma. It was so good. There were so many twists, and like I genuinely loved that book. That was probably one of my top reads last year. And it more of is like making me sad right now.
It is. Like, I want it to
Yeah.
work. And I feel like you and I always try to read with like a positive thing. So it's not like I want this to work, but it's also
Real
like
bad.
we can't force it.
No, we cannot force it. I couldn't force it if I tried on this one, if I'm being so completely honest. Don't mind me with my tahine.
It's still there. It's a little bit of wine. Sorry. Anyways, so then, okay, do you have any more on that chapter? Like, he heals there and then
he takes
throws
care
her
of-
back in the cell.
Yeah.
So then we go to Aro. He's just still so confident in Isla. He flies to Nightshade, like, ahead of time.
Yeah.
She's like, I think it's
Yeah.
there, but I don't know.
Yes.
He's, like, got so much faith in her. He's just going to start flying there because he knows it's going to take a long time. And she's just rubbing Grim off or whatever they're freaking doing.
Rubbing Grim off.
So then,
Rubbing Grim off.
I thought this was so interesting.
Why are we blowing past that?
I don't know. I didn't think it was that wild. So then, the pool of possibilities.
Yes, this
visits
was-
Aro
yes.
while he's flying.
Yeah, this was really interesting.
Yeah, I thought that was very interesting.
And then her saying that he has an important decision to make.
The Silver Lady.
Yes, the Silver Lady.
Yes. And I liked in this pool of possibilities, Aro asked such specific questions, and we as the reader got to hear those questions.
Yes.
Whereas, like, remember when Isla jumped in and she was like, I asked all these questions and whatever. Like, I liked that in Aro's POV. We got
Questions and answers.
Yes.
Yes, I agree. It was very much like here and now, we're figuring stuff out. I agree. And I thought that it was really interesting, too, that he asked all these questions. And again, like Isla, in every situation, the present was better than if they had made different choices.
Yeah. And so it was good for him
Yeah.
or whatever. And then, yes, soon you will have to make a choice. And do you have any idea what that means?
No,
here at this
I
point?
didn't have
even
any
really look.
ideas. I mean, I assumed it would have to do something with Isla because she's the main character. The book revolves around her. I don't know. I didn't know what I was thinking, but I was very, very, very curious.
So then we move on to Isla. And she just took location of Starstick from Lark's mind. And like you said, so now we're just I don't know. Like, are we applauding that she can do this, or is that like super lame? That's all it took. Like, you could have done that from multiple beginning. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you could have just done that from the beginning. You know what I mean?
I guess I was more just like annoyed
Okay.
because it just felt kind of
That's it.
that, and also now you're realizing that. At first, you had to make this bargain with her, and you had to search and search and search. I didn't find anything, just to make the wrong decision when you had a chance to give Aro the star stick before. But now that it's like desperate times, you're willing to figure out that you can do that?
Which she kind of talks about how she doesn't want to stoop to Cronin's level, but I'm like, you're literally doing this to save
And again,
people. Like,
Lark is not a good person.
yeah. So
So why are we so concerned about what we do to Lark? Lark quite literally murdered hundreds, thousands of people on Lightlark. So why are we concerned about rifling through Lark's mind?
well, because she's like, well, I don't want to be similar to Cronin. Like, how am I any better?
Girl,
But
you're
I'm like,
already similar to Cronin. Why are we doing this?
But I'm like, the difference is your motives are different. Like,
Yes.
Cronin wants to destroy the world. You're trying to, like, help out your pals.
Yeah, I don't know. It just felt...
It
felt almost childish. It felt like a childish way to view it. I feel like she is so black and white, and her situations don't allow for black and white views, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I kind of was like, why didn't you just do that from the beginning?
I
dude?
agree.
Like, what is happening? So then, I got really upset here because she gives Aro the info. She's talking to him via Dreamland or whatever the F it is. He's already at Nightshade.
Yep.
He has, like, all the faith in her. And then, on page 353... he's like, how's it going with Grimm? Like, he still doesn't want to ask, but he does because he cares about her. And she goes, you mean, how is seducing my husband going? And he shuts down. And
Yeah.
she's like, oh, I guess I shouldn't have said that.
She's being really inconsiderate, and that also doesn't feel like eyes
And it
love.
pissed me off because I'm
Yeah.
like, you're not trying to get him back, you're seducing him. Again, it's only fucking physical with you
Yeah.
guys. Like, you send him these nudes in dream form, and now you're trying to seduce him in your own words.
Yeah,
Like,
no, you're 100.
because that's all that matters? Like, I thought you loved him.
I didn't piece that together, but you're so right. The word choice there too is
And on top of it, like,
Your
telling
s-
Aro,
your
like,
ex who's still desperately in love with you.
and things are tenuous, and you're just...
And you know that Aro still loves you because you have access to his abilities. Like, there's a tangible thing that she can feel to understand
And she
how
was,
Aro
like,
feels.
joking. Like,
Yeah.
isn't it so, like, you mean how I was trying to seduce my husband? And he's like, okay. And she's like, oh my God, I maybe shouldn't have said that. Like, yeah, you fucking shouldn't have. You dummy.
I'm like, just so
And is that all it
unimpressed.
is to you? Like, really? Because this is how it's feeling.
That's how it's coming off, is that it's just about sex. Because guess what later?
And
Oh, I'm
worse-
so unimpressed.
The worst part of how this chapter ends is like more sad, nice Aro,
Yeah.
and more Isla pep talk.
I know.
Like, even after that, she's
I-
still like, oh, I don't know if I can do it. And she's like, you can do it for the 18th millionth hundredth time.
You can do it. I believe in you, honey.
So then you go on the next one is then
Yeah,
Aro.
so now we're at Aro,
Yeah.
and he is in not Lightlark. He's in Nightshade, and he runs into, is it Aster? How do you say it? Astria. And he was talking about how she's been taking care of the animals, and this again just made me giggle. Wrath being spoiled, and him just like smiling when she puts the
Yes.
bucket down like it's a good thing. Oh, it had me giggling.
Yeah. I love that. And we get the flashes of Link's vision.
Yes.
And he's
Very
seeing
worried.
Grimm and Isla together during that scene, the night scene. So he's just getting slapped over and over again.
Of course he is.
And he's like feeling sad and angry, but also happy for them. Like, he's just so mature.
That's why I can't understand hating Aro. I can
Yes.
understand being Grimm, your team Grimm, but hating Aro is insane. And then, so he gets to the point where they find out where the star stick is, and Isla had told him that it was miles and miles underground, but he doesn't have access to her abilities because she doesn't have access to her abilities. I also don't remember that being a thing.
What?
If Isla didn't have access to her abilities, that they didn't have access to it.
Oh.
Because when they both try to use her abilities, did she know she had her abilities?
Yeah, I guess I didn't really know
with
that either.
Aurora? Or is it because her abilities are blocked due to the actual magic on there, not because she didn't know how to use them?
It was because, I don't know.
I'm wondering if that's the case, but I just thought that was an interesting note.
Yeah.
And he's doing this, like, digging and digging and digging.
Ugh.
And then he talks about how he's digging his own grave.
I know.
And that, like, broke my heart. I just hate how sad he is.
Mm-hmm. And he put, which might be up to the future. He
Yeah.
put, loving you has made me murderous.
Mm-hmm.
When he's talking about, like, how he sees her, like, all banged up. And he's like, oh, I would kill those nights. Like, I'm so upset, whatever. So that's kind of an interesting thing.
And him being so drained of power that he passes out in this hole by himself.
Well, and that's what pisses me off, too, is, like, he's trying so hard. He's fighting so hard. He's fighting for his people. He's barely getting sleep. And she's just traipsing around. Like, she has one little thing that will help him. And she's just, Grimm's arm, like, hurts a little bit. So, like,
He can barely move it.
I'm gonna, like, fuck the star stick and help you. She's just insufferable. Anyways, so then we move back to her. She gets her power back and defeats the lords at the table.
Oh, yeah. I thought that it was really funny when she was rage baiting him with her feelings. Like, when she was, like, feeling lust and all this stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, he was getting
Grim.
pissed. He's like, yes. He's like, stop it. And she's like, stop what? And then she gets, like, hornier. Like, it was actually funny.
Yeah.
Like, and that's the other thing, too, is, like, part of this book, I was, like, so funny, and there was such good, like, one-liners that, again, it was frustrating to me.
Yeah.
That the plot is just...
Yeah. And then she defeats the lords when she has her powers back and she has the chance to escape again. But she doesn't, 'cause she won't leave without Grimm.
Yeah, I won't leave without my
And
husband.
he literally says to her, like, that person you love doesn't exist.
Yeah, like you're
he's
dumb.
repeatedly telling her and showing her that, like, I don't love you. I'm never going to love you. Like,
stop.
And, like, I know why she's trying, but it's also, she keeps expecting different outcomes.
I know, and then she's, like, bummed when it doesn't work. And again, like, this whole book is probably over the span of 3 weeks. So she's expecting him to, like, fall in love with her in 2 days. 3 days. And I also am just like, it took you months the first time. Months and months and months. Because how long were they together? A year when they got married finally? They'd been doing this for a year. And he literally talks about Wraith. It took him months to win Isla's affection, and the dragon did it in 3 days or whatever. So I just... doesn't feel realistic.
No, and then they're, like you said, sassing each other. They're turned on. Sexy time. Whatever. Then Grimm's point of view, more sexy time. He's mean to her at the end.
But he's, like, pissed off about it. So then he goes to Corin and watches the future over and over and over again of her stabbing him. To try and get himself back in, like, the game.
Remind himself.
Yes.
I'm just bored throughout all these chapters. Like,
okay, but then we jump back to Aro.
Yes.
And I was kind of like, Astria and Oro?
Me too! I just want him to have such a happy something.
And, like, I wouldn't be mad.
No, I hope they get together and, I don't know, do something better than the other two.
Seriously.
I'm just over it.
Unimpressed.
But I was she wanted more enemies to lovers or, like, more yearning, like, she should have just started
something
fresh
else.
with somebody else.
Yeah, but that's kind of where my mind went because they were having some back and forth.
Yeah.
He finally gets, when Isla takes out all the lords, it's the same kind of timeline as when Aro's digging, and he gets that quick access to her power, and he gets to blast through the ground, and he gets the star stick.
Yes.
So I thought that was kind of interesting, like the timelines running together. What are you giggling about over there?
It was so cheesy when he goes, "You're such a good teacher."
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, I don't know, just again.
Yeah, nope, not a fan.
So, like, I literally put, you quite literally just draw a circle and think of where you want to go. Like, they're both making it seem like,
I could fucking do it.
I mean, she's literally goes, draw a circle and think of where you want to go, and gives, like, 2 other bits of advice. And then he's like, oh, what would I do without you?
I know. And then I wrote, I don't like them talking about her and Grimm. I think it's gross. I think it's cringy because they talk about it more.
What did they say?
I don't know. Was this the chapter when he notices that her, like, dress is cut right here?
I don't know.
And he's like, I take it it's going better with your husband.
I don't think so. I think that's later.
Okay, well, I just, like, something got brought up about her and Grimm again.
Okay.
And I don't like it. It's uncomfortable and it's mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. And then he confesses right away, like he's always upfront, whatever, and confesses seeing the silver pool. And Isla saying, I regret not looking at the future. Well, duh. We talked about it in the last episode.
We were pissed about her not looking at the future when we read Skyshade. Because what do you mean?
Yeah, and so she's like, I regret it. And so I was wondering, so was Cronin's projection, like, when that whole scene played out, was that not the real future then? Because if she's saying, like, I regret not looking at the future, like, was that not it then? Do you understand what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, no, I do.
I'm wondering regretting
if, since it was specifically for Isla, if she would have taken it herself, do you think that it would have been a little bit more in depth, put a little bit more context to in what situation would she have killed Grimm, and in what situation would she have killed Aro?
Okay, so you thought
I'm wondering if there's more, because Corin is obviously controlling it, and he wants Grimm to just see the stabbing.
Mm-hmm.
But if that's the case, don't you think that Corin wouldn't have shown him her killing Aro?
Right.
Like, he would have just left it as the Grimm side.
And I honestly hope there's more, because, like we talked about in the last episode, like, I just felt like that's it. We already knew that.
Like
the oracle.
But now we get a picture
told
with it.
us that.
And
like,
I think that part of it has to do with us seeing that blade. Because that does get brought
that's
back
true.
up. So I'm wondering if it had to do with that as well. But also, like, and we'll get there. I have another question that just... We'll get there.
So then, so I had a question about that, and guess what? I know you guys are all surprised. More Isla fucking pep talk from Aro. Again.
Again.
I don't know. What did I say? I don't know. He's all like, scars are not proof of failing, but surviving. La 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 la. Like, I have regrets, I have shame, all these things, but the strongest aren't unscarred. They're the ones still standing. And she's like, yeah, like, you're so right. Da 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 da.
It's just so abundantly clear that that's who she should be with.
And then...
And maybe it's because this is meant for young adults, and their frontal lobes aren't developed. And us as grown adults are like, yeah, I'd way rather have that man.
So then he heads into the portal, and we're back to Grimm's point of view.
Yeah, and in this scene, we kind of get a lot more information. Not a lot more, because I still want a ton more about Lark loving Corin. And like, him being able to use her regenerative powers.
Yeah, or that would have been a good yearning enemies to lover restart there. Like, literally anything else than the memory wiping.
I am like, also... So... Oh, well, duh, I guess love can be one-sided. Because I'm like, why doesn't she have access to his powers? But it's a one-sided love. Dirty dir.
Guess what? Isla's in a sexy purple dress that hugs all of her curves, and Grimm's can't ignore it.
It feels like I'm reading, like, 16 magazine.
Isn't it called 17?
I don't know.
It's definitely 17, but...
Okay.
Sorry. Anyways, so Lark's at the dinner. They have a duel. She defeats him. Then her, whatever. We find out that her flare is never dying. I didn't know that was, like, her flare.
I guess I didn't notice that. I thought that it was just because she was so fucking old.
Same. I just assumed that, like, Cronin...
Yeah. But
But
that
obviously,
makes
like,
sense,
Oris
'cause,
died.
Yeah, so it makes sense that since she loves, and that was probably on us for missing that bad girl as her flair.
But you noticed that, like, that was a revelation for you too.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Or a confirmation.
Probably more confirmation, because I don't know if they ever brought it up, because it's not like they had a lot of in-depth chit chats with Lark.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also when he turned her to dust, and they were like, "Yeah, she'll regenerate." What do you mean?
I was so wild. And then when the big thing drops that she still loves Cronin.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why he can't die.
Yeah.
So when he drank the poison in the scene before this.
Because I was wondering about that too.
Same. I was like, I wonder. But then I'm like, he's probably just really. But
none of my business.
None of the magic is adding up. So I was like, whatever. Probably another loose end. Now that makes sense.
Which, like, why didn't we put that together sooner?
And with him being like, love is foolish.
Yep.
Like, yeah, it is. And she still loves you. Like, what's happening?
I know.
I need
want
more backstory.
And like you said, there are so many opportunities in this book to still create the yearning and have, like, because what if, like, every other chapter or every fourth chapter it was like a in the past Lark and Cronin?
I don't know.
That would be cool. Yeah, like we get more backstory on why she loves him. We get more backstory on how he became such a dill hole. Like, dill hole. So that's kind of where that gets left.
Ooh,
and then
I loved this next chapter.
I did too.
But you keep going.
And then Isla gets put back in the cell with Lark, and she starts regenerating, which is crazy from freaking dust. Anyways, now we're going back to our main man, Aro.
Love him.
This chapter was really good.
I liked it, and so Azul drops husband's truth.
Yeah.
Which was pretty wild, and I love Azul so much.
I agree. He's like one of my favorite side characters.
He's honestly the reason why I also gave the couple of stars that I did, because I really just like him as a character, and I love in this scene that he's like keeping it real, friend.
Yeah, 100%.
And we find out that Crowntide could be a person.
I thought that was so interesting, and like, okay,
and not
again,
a war.
This is where it could be such a good twist.
Yes,
such a good, like, maybe it's not a war.
I loved this chapter.
Yes, it was so good.
And like, I'm like, that we've never really seen that before.
And this is where I'm like, okay, maybe the 5th book does have redemption.
Okay, I like it.
Because
we're still keeping an open mind.
This didn't. Of course, we said we hoped that the next book, the end of this book, wasn't the war arriving at Lightlark and yip-de-dip-de-doo, what happened?
Yeah.
Anyways, jump into more on this chapter.
So then 386, he says something about ends with a blade through the heart, yours, Grimm's, or hers. When all this time we were thinking that. So, welcome to part 2 of Crowntide. Technical things.
Technical difficulties.
And we just wanted to get together again and talk about how much we love this book.
It's the best book I've ever read.
So anyways, 387.
Yes.
It was the big, or 386, 387, whatever. It was the ends with the blade through the heart, yours, Grimm's, or hers, whatevs. And it brought me back to the one of you three dies. I think the Lost King said that.
Yeah.
And it was not men or two, like 2 men die, or 2 of you die. Like, it was all 3. So that stuck out to me.
Okay.
And that's pretty much all I had on this chapter.
Yeah, this chapter I just thought was interesting. Obviously, was like the Crowntide stuff, but I didn't really look into a lot of the other stuff on that one. So.
Because you could just dumb. So then we go to Isla.
Yes. Okay.
And she's like reeling from Lark still loving Cronin, because we found that out. And after destroying him or whatever.
And she's literally a pile of dust in her cell.
She's a dusty musty. And I
One
thought
good breeze and she's gone.
I thought it was interesting that, like, the Grimm Isla history repeating itself.
Yeah.
Like, them being in love is, like, similar to her Lark and Cronin,
Yeah.
and then Aro would be the Oris of the... So I was curious about that love triangle.
And they never really talked about if there was, like, love between Lark and Horus.
No, but I feel like there was. Like,
kinda
what
feel like
part
there was
did he
too.
play then?
So,
and why do they
Horus-
keep saying, like, history repeating itself? Like, that's...
I don't want to be fucking annoyed.
Like, that was the whole point of
No.
Threads of Time.
I 100% know what you're saying. I think that Horus and Lark may have been involved, but Lark explained it like she didn't. Horus wasn't willing to do the sacrifice part because the land needed to be. Because they talk about how the land is basically made of like dead freaking bodies for magic, and Horus didn't want to do that, so that's why they brought Cronin along. So I wonder if she did love both of them.
I feel like that has to
Again,
be.
we could have gotten such good freaking backstory, but here we are again making Grim fall in love with Isla again. Literally murder me. Anyway.
I have something to say about that towards the end. So, Grandma then offers her a chance to run away.
Yeah.
He opens up the gate, he's like, get out of here, lady. And she's like,
Shoot,
I'm
we
not-
don't want you no more. Shoot.
Go on, get. No, but then she's like, I'm not leaving without my husband. And then old time accents.
Just like that. It's like the scene in Old Yeller. Go on, get.
Or what's the scene in New Girl where he tries to, like, what do they call it? White
Yes,
wolf?
White Fang.
Yeah. Yeah.
Schmidt to Cece. We are hardcore New Girl fans.
Anyways, so any of those scenes work for this scene.
Anyways, yeah, like you said, I'm not leaving without my husband. Okay, dumb bitch.
And then Cronin comes out of the shadows
Yeah.
and they're both dead meat.
Cronin comes out and says, gotcha.
End scene. So then we jump back to Aro.
Yes.
And we get the Enya I Would Choose You chapter.
Yeah.
And I thought that was sweet. You didn't seem as, like, moved by that.
I think I was having a hard time because the storyline's getting really repetitive for me of Aro being like, I wish I didn't have a crown, so all I could do is love her, and la la la. I love your struggle bussing.
I am.
So I appreciate Enya and I appreciate their friendship, and she's so real with him in the sense of I would pick you, but that's never ever gonna be something that's actually on the table.
Mm-hmm.
Where he obviously has to make a decision about what he's gonna do. It's on the table. He is the king of Lightlark.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed this scene in the sense of friendship, but in the sense of, again, the love triangle that's supposedly not a triangle anymore.
I get that.
I'm just sick of it.
I like Enya, though. I like her character.
100%.
I like her thoughts in this, but I'm with you
Yeah.
on the love triangle thing. But I do like how she is like, you know, I'm not wearing a crown.
Yeah.
So, like, obviously I would choose you, but
100%.
I don't have to make those choices.
She's very steadfast in her love for Aro, which I appreciate because I kind of feel like she's been the only constant in his life. Like, yes, he has all of these other friends that have slowly, obviously, joined the team, but he's had Enya forever.
Mm-hmm. So then we move to Isla, and she defeats the Knights, which AKA are weaker versions of Cronin himself.
And I wish that they would have gone into more detail about this because I was so confused. Are these from different timelines? Did he, like, how did he acquire these Knights of himself if he doesn't have the thread of time, is it the threads of time?
Yeah.
To go back and grab different versions of himself.
Yeah, so it had
Was
to
he
have
just
happened
capable
before.
of making these? Or did he grab them from different universes? Like, what was going on there?
Well, I don't know. And then the other thing that I was going to point out is when she uses Lark's rib to kill one of the Knights, she talked about how dim-witted they are. Like, she was literally like, look up, and he looked up and she killed him.
So maybe, like, they are essentially different versions of him, but, like...
But that feels like it doesn't add up.
But then if she killed one, don't you think that he would have felt that? If they're, like, an extension of himself?
Well, I know. It's like, nothing makes sense. And you know what else? You know how, did we get to the point where he makes, like, Jessel
Yes.
and then go through all their...
Mm-hmm.
Or, no, it was the guy that tried to poison him, and he had to go through and, like, defeat all these
Oh,
Knights.
yeah, I think that was
But
last
then
episode.
You're telling me that she can just defeat one of the knights, like, by just stabbing him and telling him to look up. Like, I thought they were gonna, like, these all-powerful couldn't defeat them. Something that I'm just thinking about now that we've had time.
Plot.
Yeah, now that I'm, like, thinking about that.
Yeah, because, he made it through 2 universes and the third one killed him?
And last time she literally could not defeat one of the knights because she had to, like, escape through a rip to a tear in the world.
Yeah, so how could they be dumb?
It's like the lower level ones get dungeon duty.
The dim-witted ones keep the prisoners. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make sense. We don't need to dwell on it.
Because,
she
gonna
get nowhere. But
did she not have weapons when she fought the knights the first time? Because didn't she have her power for a little bit?
She
because
did,
of the
and they were just too, like, powerful. Like, she just couldn't do it.
Do you think it was almost like they let their guard down since, like, she doesn't have power in the cell and stuff? But also, if it's Cronin, he never puts...
A lot of the magic stuff is not adding up.
As the reader, I guess that's not for me to know, and that's fine. I'm ready to move on.
I love when you say that's none of it. So then, Cronin wants a public duel execution. Isla gets in Cronin's head.
Which, she can do this now?
Yeah.
We're just hanging out in people's minds, stealing things.
So she suddenly just knows how to do all this mind magic. Good for her. Then she has to duel to the death with her husband. Dun, dun, dun. And that's like the twist. Like, she thought she was going to be dueling him, and now they have to kill each other.
And I just also... Come on.
What are we doing?
You wrote such a good twist in the first book. Like, again, we've talked about this a million times. I had my shit rocked. The twist is that one of them is going to kill each other. That's been the whole point of the last 3 books. Mm-hmm. That she's going to kill one of them. Mm-hmm. I just...
So then
impressed.
We go to my least favorite chapters, which is Grimm. And they're having sex before the duel. And...
this chapped my ass.
Yeah, this is not...
They could have been making a plan, again, to escape together, to save their world, because he is worried about his people, which does track for Grimm. And there's a million different ways for them to make a plan, but instead, they fuck everywhere, and he's like, we did this everywhere at my castle.
Yeah.
Good thing I was smart for one way.
Yeah.
And then they have sex everywhere, and like you had mentioned, she's like, this is the best it's ever been. He doesn't love you when this is the best it's ever been?
Yeah, and when they kissed for the second time.
First, third, second, eighth time.
Whatever we're calling it. She's like, you could tell he was like sloppy and didn't remember it. And so you're telling me that he's just magically better at sex too? Like,
yeah, he's licking the side of your cheek and this is the best you've ever had.
Isla, do you have other deeper issues that we need to talk about here? Or what's going on? Because then we get her point of view and it's more sex, and guess what? He kicks her out. And he's like, I don't love you.
I quite literally wrote, damn, Grimm slamming the door in her face.
Like, throws her back into the cell and says, get bent.
Yeah, thanks for letting me get my dick wet.
Yeah. So horrible.
Oh my god.
She's so dumb.
And
then Grimm, Isla escapes cell, and then he's like, let me prove my loyalty to Cronin. By going and chasing her down and getting her.
And I was also just confused by that too, because I don't know, he had like some conflicting feelings, it felt like, in the sex chapter. And we're just like immediately jumping back on the bandwagon of the man who wants, like, is gonna kill you. Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't track for his character. Like, another thing that's not tracking for him, like, with his dad, he was always like, I'll do your bidding, but I don't care about you. Like, I don't care about really proving my loyalty. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm just gonna be your soldier and I don't care. Like, this sense, when is he like, well, I'll hand over the threads of time so I get on your good side. And like,
we don't need to go back to the threads of time, because piss me off more. Chap my ass again.
No, I know. I just mean, nothing's tracking.
I'm right there with you. It's just, the characters don't feel like the characters I've read in the past 4 books. Mm-hmm. It's very upsetting.
And even, like, mostly Grimm, like, pre-memory wiping Grimm. Like, it's still not adding up.
Mm-mm. And pre-Grimm falling in love with Isla, even.
Well, yeah, from what we got from the point of view books.
Yeah, he was very much like, I'm here for my people. I take care of the things my dad wants me to do in order to make sure my realm is safe.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't care about things. I don't care about how it's coming off allegiance-wise, like all that kind of stuff. The only things I ever cared about is his people. I feel like steadfast in it throughout all of his 8 million personalities in this series.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. My other thing though is he knows, and I guess okay, I was gonna say he knows that his people will live on if he dies, but more of since like his heirs, someone in his line is still alive. But this is guaranteeing that Cronin won't kill them when he goes into the next.
Which is
planet.
fair, I guess. Whatever.
I don't know. This could have been done so many other ways. And
So
been
then
so much
we
better.
jump to Aro, and he gets more help from the Star Six.
Yeah.
So he portals in more peeps to help him out. And the Silver Pool Lady accuses him of hiding from the truth. And then we get the futurist split bull
Yeah.
crap.
And this is where he sees the blade.
Yes, so then on 411, he gets
Yeah.
the famed weapon, the key to peace or ruin.
Mm-hmm. And I'm guessing this is the blade that Isla kills to kill one of them,
Yeah.
uses to kill one of them, or I guess now, Aro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and okay, do we think that if Aro does end up being the one, like, that the prophecy is for now, is there an option to kill Grimm, or is it just Isla? Like, you know how hers was one or the other? Do you think that Aro's is just Isla now?
No, I think it's one or the other. I think
You
that's
think it's
like,
still the same?
yeah.
So Grimm's the only one that did.
That's just so fair. Yeah, why does the Silver Pool... Well, it says, probably because they know he's, like...
A minion now?
He got his memory wiped. Yeah, that's true. Well, but if the Pool Lady can go to anybody and back at Lightlark, like, I don't know why he didn't... Well...
And, like, my other thing is, if...
He's not worthy.
Well, he's not, yeah, because honestly, kind of garbage. He was working on it. I was getting there in this book. But then the moment the mind got swiped, I was done,
She
though.
just flushed him right down the
Did
toilet.
like a turd. Waving goodbye.
So, yeah. Anything on that one from you?
No, I was just guessing that the blade was
Okay.
said blade.
So then, this is the worst part too. Then we get back to Isla, and Grimm is chasing her again.
Yes. This was actually a chapter that I did enjoy in the book. So, Grimm's chasing her again, and she goes to the Forgotten Forest. I feel like, and we kind of get a throwback to of her figuring out while she was in Cronin's mind that his mind is in the shape of the Skyer.
Mm-hmm.
Which I thought that was really cool. Kind of like the maze. I really like how they're like dropping those in.
I feel like I missed that completely, but yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
So she goes to the Forgotten Forest, and I felt like that was a good move because she can control it.
Yeah.
And then the whole time her and Grimm are battling.
Well,
they're-
she pulls her necklace and summons him
Yes,
first.
Yep, so he can
And then
show
he's
up
like,
there.
Hey, shows up. And then
Just like that.
they're dueling in the middle.
Hey.
What's up, my dude? Or what is that? Anyways, they duel in the middle. They're past, yes.
Yeah, and they're dueling in between all of these memories. And he's like seeming to be affected by them, but also not.
Yeah, and we talked
Yeah.
about this too, where I felt like that scene was so cool because I literally pictured like a projector.
Okay, you know, in
And
the
then they were
Hunger
fighting,
Games,
like-
when they like project the thing to like acknowledge all the tributes that died.
Yes.
I was kind of like picturing something like that,
Interesting.
but like around them rather than up in the sky.
See, I was kind of picturing like 3D somehow.
Okay, yeah.
Like, you know those picture books that you open and they like pop
Out at
like,
you,
kind of like that.
Okay.
So I did like that. Like, she does do some imagery scenes that are really good.
I 100% agree.
And like this love is confessed, the past is replayed,
Mhm.
and then the word infinite.
Which we
Again.
know that is our favorite word.
The ghost is here.
I rebuke you.
I feel like that's first. For those of you that are just listening, our light flickered. So there's a presence here. We have our fans. Anyways, so the word infinite unlocks his memories, And then he says, I remember, I just don't care.
And then Cronin appears. He comes through and the whole forest is like getting ripped to shreds with every step he takes. That felt... Have you seen all the Avenger movies?
Yeah.
You know, the big evil man. I'm blanking on his name. Who wants
There's
the
like
gauntlet?
100 of them.
No, the very last movie. He wants the gauntlet with the stone.
Okay, no, I didn't watch that last one. Sorry. I watched all the other ones. Well, I heard that one's sad because everyone gets, like, wiped out, and I'm not gonna watch that. Oh my gosh, we've had so many references to other things here. People are probably pissed.
They're done with us. They're like, we want Crowntide! No, you don't.
Maybe they... I'll get to it.
To each their own.
So then, yeah, he betrays her.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, she's destroying all the things.
Yep.
So that reminded you of the last Avenger movie.
Yes.
And what other thoughts did you have on that?
I didn't really have a ton, so like she starts fighting Cronin again, and then it flips to Grimm. I don't have anything left on.
Yeah,
Isla.
and he basically forces Isla to bring him to the pool of possibilities.
Yes.
So then we get back to Grimm, and Cronin's all slapping him on the back, applauding him for what he did.
But then also dragging him to the pool of possibilities with a dagger to his heart, because that's the only way Isla will comply.
So then Cronin enters the pool. He comes out all evil looking, and then breaks Isla's neck.
Yep. And Grimm is like upset about it and doesn't know why. And then the next chapter goes like, what was it, like 3 hours?
So the
Oh,
next
you've
one
lost
is
me.
Isla's, and it's hours before.
Yes, okay. And she finally kills Lark.
No, this made me so
No,
mad. Because
this
she
was
just,
dumb.
that was it. Like, Lark's like, yeah, you could kill me now, that's fine. Like, after all this time of you, she literally, like, fought tooth and nail.
I don't get it. So, Isla's in the cell, and she basically tells Lark, I know we hate each other, but we need to work together right now to kill Cronin. Let me kill you, and I'll bring you back with your powers. And at first, Lark is like, no, me. Which, honestly, fair.
And they've had this conversation
A
a million
million
times,
times.
and now...
And then she, like, I don't understand how Isla convinced her. And then she goes, yeah, you can kill me.
Well, the only thing that was different about this conversation was she did say something about, like, we're family.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, but she doesn't care.
No,
like,
she's
she's
never
never cared. So again, something is not adding up. Like, I really hope in the next book, like, something cool happens with that. Like, we find out more that, like, she promised her something to make it make sense.
Yeah, because then Lark just goes, yeah, you can kill me. Isla kills her, and she basically goes, stupid, murderous bitch.
So then are you not bringing her back?
I would assume no.
It's just, it's so dumb.
It did not track with the entire
Lark
book.
needed, like, a big...
Fight scene, and, like, or,
we
like,
needed
a big,
good
like...
way to send our gal off.
Or, like, a big, like, come to Jesus of, like, the only way that Corn is gonna die is if I die.
And also, like, before she died, I would have been like, you need to give me some backstory, lady. Like, give me some information. I'm killing you off.
Yeah.
If you're deciding you want to be killed now,
And wouldn't
then
she
give me
know...
some information.
Yeah, wouldn't she know more about Cronin than anybody if she's so in
Yes.
love with him?
Yeah, and, like, I would have been like, give me some information here.
It was just, everything about it just, again, didn't make sense. The end of this book felt like it was, like, hodgepodge together for no reason.
Yeah.
And then Isla escapes. And that's when she runs off to the forest.
Mm-hmm. And, then we hop back to Grimm. Oh, and this is where I put, wait, they can say bitch? Because I thought that they were, like, saying witch instead of whatever.
And then
So I learned something.
Grimm's all, like, upset, and he's like, alright, I'm dying since we're
Yes.
connected. This must be what dying feels like.
He has a wave of pain and heartbreak at her death. And then Isla starts regenerating.
She, like, snaps her neck back into place.
And everyone's like,
Yeah, just like that. And
And-
then they start, then he's, like, impressed, and yada yada. And big fight scene breaks out.
yeah, so then we get back to Isla.
Mm-hmm.
And, she puts Cronin in, like, the, like...
Almost like a
Vine-
bird cage
vine
made out of,
cage.
yeah, like, the forest.
Then Aurora shows up.
Yeah, what the hell?
She just shows up.
Yeah, I got your back. A bitch, since when?
And then, like, for nothing, because then Isla immediately starts drowning multiple times.
Yeah, because Cronin gets out and he, like, pins her down with his magic in the pool of possibilities.
And she keeps drowning, dying, coming back to life, drowning, dying, coming back to life. And again, Grimm is not doing anything.
No,
and
he's standing there.
It pissed me off because, again, I'm like, he's just kind of being a piece of work here. Like, first he was sitting and not doing anything when all the innocents died. And then he's sitting here, like, watching her. Yes, she can come back to life, but she's still suffering. And after you just had pain and heartbreak over her death, you're fine with just letting her, like,
continuously die again.
It doesn't track.
No, it doesn't. It does not make sense at all. And then she's, like, laying down there, and it feels like she's coming to terms with her death almost. But then she's like, I can't let him kill off all the people I just brought back to life. Because there's, like, other people at the bottom of the pool with her.
Mm-hmm.
So then she, like, breaks out of there, and they're fighting again, and then she takes his crown.
Mm-hmm.
And she puts it on her head, and then he's, like, you know, immobilized, and she's trying to appeal to Grimm here.
Yeah, and what I wanted to point out on 432, she's, like, in her worst moments, she's hearing her mom's and Aro's words. And that's saying, like, endure, find your fire. When the world pushes you down, you push back. And I just thought it was interesting that she's hearing those from those people and nothing, like...
From Grimm.
Like...
From her husband. She's not hearing any words of encouragement from her husband.
No.
She's not thinking about moments between them that makes her want to push forward.
All she has from him is, like, sex moments. Like,
Seriously.
what is she gonna say? Like, oh, spank me or something.
Let me see that long dick. Like...
That's not encouraging. Maybe in that moment, but not when she's, like, dying. So, like, I just am like, where...
I agree.
Where... I would love someone who's, like, really, really Team Grimm. I really would like to hear their perspective on this.
Guys, we need receipts. Please send us a detailed email if you're a Grimm girly about what's keeping you a Grimm girly.
Yeah, because I'm open, and I do like him, but I'm like, things like this happen, and I'm like...
I was thoroughly enjoying his character again, because I struggled after we read the POV book, and then I was starting to like him again. It just feels so repetitive because I feel like we're getting to know the same character like 8 times.
It would have hit home more if, like, Grimm
would have, like, snapped
like,
out of it.
she would have been hearing something from Grimm, and, like, it really tore on my heartstrings and, like, really made me... But it didn't. She's, like, hearing... I don't know.
She's hearing someone who's... Like, and I don't mean this, like, aggressively, but, like, her mom's dead. She's never known her mom. The only time she's really talked to her mom is the one time in the pool. And then Aro. And we've been steadfast in Isla's best for Grimm, Aro's best for Isla. And that's who she's turning to right now.
Yeah, and I just feel like their relationship is almost more in depth.
It is. They know more about each other, and
they
like
do.
Yeah.
I just feel like I'm not getting anything from Grimm besides that he's a shadow daddy and like he's sexy and they have good sex scenes and like.
And I feel like
I don't feel like there's anything more.
And like, don't get me wrong. I do think that if she ends up with Grimm, that's fine. But I also feel like Isla's character development through the Centennial and being with Aro, she's a completely different person than she was when she first met Grimm. Like, when her and Grimm started doing all of their things together, like, yes, that makes sense, but now I feel like she wasn't an adult.
That's true. And she didn't have anyone. Like, with Aro, she got, like, a group of friends. And from the Centennial, she got, like, a group of friends.
Yes.
And she was being manipulated kind of by Aurora
and Grimm.
Yeah.
So there's just a lot of character development there for me, and
That's
Grimm
true.
doesn't seem to fit the development.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, so then she digs into Cronin's mind again. She's just really good
That's
at
just
that.
like a talent of hers now.
And she finds what he fears the most, which is the heart blade.
Yes.
And I think that's when I think that's the first time we got a name for it.
It's the first time, but when Aro was explaining what the blade looked like, he talked about how there was a heart in the handle. So as a reader, you can infer that they're the same blade.
Infer, yes, you can infer.
Infer.
So then we jump to Aro on 435. The Silver Lady comes back. She's like, the future has been born. You can now ask questions. Which is interesting. I like the Silver Lady. Like,
I do too. I think that she adds a very interesting twist to the book, and I like that she just doesn't, she's not I know all, I am all. It's a slow progression of her learning what options have now been taken from the table and what options have been added to the table.
Like you said with the ogre.
Ogre.
Yeah.
Every time we say ogre, I think of like when you go like ice fishing. It's
yeah, for sure.
Cool. Glad we're on the same page. It's just one of those with an eyes and a mouth hopping around the kid.
Yeah, that's actually kind of cute. Yeah, and she said there was or he jumped in the pool because he's like, Isla said she regretted it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hide from the truth. Like, I'm going to do it. He jumps in. And he said there was a clear moment, a clear choice that changed the fate of the world and everyone in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. So this was kind of where I got confused a little bit because I was like, wait, so is the pool past, present, future then? Like, is it all? It must be both.
I think that it's all in the sense of you can ask questions and see what the future will be like. Because he has an option. So if he says, what happens if I kill Isla? What happens if I kill Grim? I think he can see the future that way now. Mm-hmm. Since the future has been poured. Whatever that fucking means.
It's very vague.
Per usual, at the end of a fantasy book, they love to be vague.
Yeah, they do. They love to be vague. Okay. And then it said, Aro knew what he had to do, he just didn't know if he was strong enough to do it.
And that makes me feel like he has to kill Isla.
Yeah, otherwise he don't really care to kill Grim. Maybe.
I think that it would still affect him to kill Grim, but I don't think he'd have to worry about the strength part. But also, like, he's so cognizant of what Isla wants.
That's true.
That he knows Isla doesn't want Grim dead, and that it would obviously affect their relationship or whatever was left after if he did kill Grim.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me jump back to Grim. And Isla forced Cronan's crown under her head, and then she saw the mystery sword in his head, and it's hidden in another time.
Yep.
So she's trying to convince Grim to join forces with him. She's like, hey, man,
use the thread of time.
We can go now using your portaling powder. Sprinkle some of that.
Powdered sugar.
Yeah. Let's use your powdered sugar to portal. And then
why are you pretty?
I'm so tired, man. So then she but he's like, whatever.
He's like, Grim's interested in it, and he starts walking towards her because she's floating over the pool of possibilities. And when he steps into the pool, he basically says, if I do this, my death is like
he
apparent.
Can see it all playing out.
No matter what, he's gonna die if he does this right now. So, and then he basically goes, sorry.
Yeah, he says, what does he said? Oh yeah, he knows he'll die if he goes with her. And then he says, I'm sorry. Yes.
And then all of his shadows start to rush at her. And I would presume that he was gonna kill her. Question mark?
Oh yeah, you said he was gonna... No, you said you thought...
I thought that he portaled her away first time. But
oh,
you told me that he was going to kill her or capture her.
Yes, then we went back and reread, and it was that she was able to portal away with his love thing.
Yeah, because there was like this tiny little thread. Yeah. So she was able to use his abilities.
But she was going to, he was going to imprison her.
Kill her
something.
Yep.
So then gets away. He betrays her yet again.
What's new?
And then back to Aro, he can feel her coming back.
Yeah.
And Cleo's reunited with her son.
Which that was very wholesome and felt like it kind of closed a circle. I'm really glad, because I honestly didn't think that Isla was going to end up being able to bring people back. Or I never thought that she would kill Lark, or I thought that it would be, because you know how like when Lark brought people back, they were more like zombie?
Yes.
I thought it was going to end up like that. So I didn't think that this was actually going to happen for Cleo, so I was very happy with that.
I didn't think it was going to happen at all. I thought that was just like an impossible task. Because I thought the whole point of her going through the pool of possibilities and make peace with the whole not bringing people back.
I think it was to make peace with the fact that she killed so many people and having an understanding that if she hadn't done that, they would have either died a worse death or things would have just been worse off. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily completely wiping off the table of being able to bring them back if they got that power. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and I think you had made a comment too of last time, like, that if there is going to be a war, that they're gonna probably need more people.
Yeah, like she needs to have that ability for a war.
Yeah.
And there is gonna be a war because she lands back
But
in
then
like...
what was the whole point of like Crowntide as a person?
Well, they said that Crowntide could be a
War.
person, but they never specified who that person could be. What if it's Grimm?
Yeah.
What if it's Cronin? What if it is Isla still? Like, what if it's Aro once he gets the hard blade? Because you mentioned maybe Aro's gonna be the villain.
Yeah, at the end, yeah.
So she lands back in Lightlark, and of course, Aro catches her. They have like a moment, not necessarily like...
Yeah, because he's like, where's Grimm?
Yeah,
and
and she tells him that he stayed.
he
And,
chose Cronin.
yeah, and then...
He loves me though, because I used his power.
Choke me out. Not in a fun
And then
way.
all of a sudden, Aro looks regretful, and she scrambled out of his arms.
Yes, and see, we had different perspectives on this.
Yes, I love yours. I want to be yours now.
So, we were talking about it, and since he's seen all of these futures, because she goes, you looked at the future, didn't you? So she's like scrambling out of his arms, because what if she knows that Aro is now the prophecy holder and that he can kill her?
Yeah, because you were saying she maybe saw things in her pool of possibilities that now, yeah, she
Lead
was
back to this, and then she's scrambling out of his arms.
So did you
because
think that she was playing Aro a little bit? Like,
I didn't think that she was playing Aro, but I don't know if she... Because when they had talked the last time, he hadn't looked at the future. So now, this time around, she's kind of like... When I hear the word scramble, I think scared.
yes, yeah, I agree.
So she's scrambling out of his arms because, like, what if he's got the blade behind his back? What if it's in his pocket? What if he's gonna strangle her to death? I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
That was my thought process
She said,
immediately.
yeah, he looked regretful and all this stuff. So yeah, that's very interesting. I
Yeah.
thought she was just like, how dare you not like only have love for me. So then Cronin's worlds attack.
Yes, all of the portals rip open in the skies, and we're kind of left hanging there.
Yeah, and then it's whose heart would the blade kill the end of this all. That's it. Final rating, 2 stars, only because of the first books in Aro, and I love Azul.
Yeah, I'm right on that. I didn't mind the first half of this book. Some of it got repetitive and annoying, but I really liked the underwater scenes. I really liked learning a little bit more about Cleo. We obviously learned more about Azul and Egan, and like we learned a lot about a lot of side characters at the start of the book, which I really liked. But yeah, I was not that impressed.
My final thoughts too. I'm thinking that Aro will be turning evil just because of like his blazing eyes. We never got back
we
to
did not
that.
do anything like that.
I think that has significance because it was brought up at least 2 times.
Mm-hmm.
And he still clearly loves her, so the
Yeah.
love triangle is not even over.
And like that's the other frustrating part is like when I saw like the videos for like this book, the preamble, I was like, okay, like the triangle is like cut.
Yeah.
Like we are done.
Like, or Aro can move on, all this stuff,
Yes.
but now, like, with these whatever bonded things, soul bonds, it's like, so you're telling me he can't even move on?
If he wanted to, yeah.
Like, that sucks. That makes me feel like it's not over.
She went back to him so many times that it doesn't feel over.
There's
for
just
me.
a lot of repeating,
Yes.
recycling material.
100%.
From the Grimm and Overbooked, the fighting, the Lark being evil, the memory wiping
Yes.
again. It's just like we've done this. And then she's just kind of walking through the world, and I feel like that was hard for me. Like, I did enjoy the Aro and Grimm part in the first part, but I kind of didn't like the first part of the book because, like, what was Isla doing? Nothing.
No,
really.
you're right. And I was also confused because, I mean, my first thought was that, like, Corn wasn't even going to be there, and he was. I don't know. This book was also a 2 out of 5 for me. It did not do much. I'm really glad that the 6th book isn't out right now because if we had to read that, I think I'd die. I need a big switch up.
We'll need a break, and like to me too, it was so obvious that it was gonna be Grimm, and I'm just over their relationship. It's literally just sex. Like, at least Aro is not toxic, and I don't know. I just feel like I needed more info on the actual plot stuff too, like with the
There
pool.
was a lot
and,
of holes and like I don't feel like there was holes in the last books.
No, I feel like the last books were so good. And we did talk and say, like, this was either going to be really good or really bad.
Well, when we finished Skyshade, we were both very on the fence about where this was going to go. Because we thought that it was a 3 books and done. So then we read Skyshade and we're like,
Yeah.
what's going on?
So, have you kind of heard anything about Crowntide now that it's been a few days since we finished it?
No.
People,
Have you? I feel like
have been
people are
rating
roasting it.
I feel like people are either like really into it or like roasting it. But I'm surprised that like that it actually has decent I don't know. Some of the reviews were really bad and some of them were really good.
And I feel like that's kind of normal for a lot of books. And I also feel like since you and I started this podcast, we're a lot more critical because we're looking for a lot more details. So, but we also like had listened to the first book while we were reading the Dueling Crowns, and I thought that the first book held up.
I did too. Yeah, I agree. So, I don't know. I thought it was so funny. One of the, did you read the one super long review?
Yes, by like Rosie something.
Oh my
gosh, it was so good.
If you don't like this book, or even if you do, honestly, read that review. It was so funny. She calls him Grim a Walmart resand. It cracked me up, and
that is so real.
I know. It was so funny.
Oh,
like
Walmart
she basically, I read it, so I read the book or whatever, and then we started recording it, and then before we came back to this, I was just kind of like reading through stuff, and I read through the whole thing, and oh man, it just cracked me up. It was everything that we had like discussed.
Girl, listen to our podcast.
I know.
We be fast friends.
I should comment on her, but yeah, oh, it was funny. And she was kind of a Team RO too, so it was just cracking me up.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I'm curious to see what you guys think of this one.
Yeah, I'm like really curious too, because maybe we're far off, but I really don't think.
I wanted to love this book.
Also, you and I don't read to like, we're not like just gonna agree with each other to agree with each other. Like, I feel like if one of us liked it, we'd be beefing.
We would be beefing 100%.
So yeah. Anyways, let's do a game.
Let's clear the air.
Let's clear the air. Let's wipe the slate clean. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Send us more ideas for the game,
we're
guys.
Running low.
Yeah, we don't have that many left. Series that made you cry the most. Well, this is probably every single series for you.
Okay. Probably Throne of Glass at the moment.
That's true.
Throne of Glass has so many scenes and like the character development on their 8 million characters. Everybody's just got really sad stories. Yeah, Throne of Glass is good. Throne of Glass did me dirty.
I would agree. If I had to pick a second one, probably Plated Prisoner.
I was really numb during that book. I didn't cry a whole lot.
That had some like when Sale.
Oh my gosh! Talk about one of the most devastating side character deaths. That was rough.
And then at the end with
no, that book was really, really heavy.
With the Ice Queen and the assassin.
Mm-hmm.
I even forgot their names, but that was like
Elena, and I don't remember Dominic. Yeah, those books were rough.
I feel like that's only maybe like comparison where like.
No, I would agree. I feel like Throne of Glass, there's also a lot of really deep stuff. I just felt a lot more connected to the characters in that book.
Yeah, well, and it's 8 books versus 5, and so you really get like a 100%. Lot more development and.
Yeah, I would probably say that series, especially like when 13.
Yeah.
It's rough.
Yeah.
It's a rough series, but
there's
so
a lot
good.
of So I think that's probably where I'm standing. I'm trying to think of any other like I'm trying not to read super sad.
You want to know what it was? It was
I'm scared.
The end of the world books. Well, what are they?
Oh yeah, we were gonna look the
plague and war and pestilence.
Pestilence. That's the one. Pestilence. And were we talking about that the other week?
I don't know. This is the worst series I've ever read. Yeah, because you talked about how you liked the girl who got dragged behind the horse. You thought that was hot.
That was the only.
Because she's a horse girl.
That was the only good part when he wrapped her ass up and drug her behind the horse and didn't give an F. And then he tended to her wounds after. Anyway, we're done with this book. We're reading Alchemist.
Yeah, yep. So we're shooting for 150 pages for the first episode of that, and we're kind of going to gauge how we feel because we don't want the episodes to be super long.
Yeah.
We're gonna see how that pans out, and then we might change up the format after that if it's not working.
It's we both kind of started it.
Yeah.
It's definitely a different read. Like,
yeah, I'm enjoying it, but you have to be fully immersed in that because the amount of information you get is crazy.
would you call the first part of that book like world building? Like, I feel like it was just a lot of.
I feel like it's world building without actually building the world. You're really just learning about the different types
Just
of
info overload.
Yeah, like because when for world building for me, you're actually like learning about like the city that you're in or like all that kind of stuff. Where you're really learning about like the types of magic, a little bit of background about
People,
the main
places,
characters.
Like, it's confusing, but I think it's gonna be good.
I do too. I think once we get all the information down and you get a better grasp on the characters, I think it's gonna be really good. I'm feeling very optimistic about this one.
Yeah, I need to get a move on it because you've been reading, but it's like kind of a hard book to sit down at night.
It is.
I started reading it and I was like, my eyes started to
unfocus
you know,
on
like,
the page.
The words are just not wording, and you read a page and you're like, what did I even just read?
I want to read it again.
So, and then when I listen, I miss stuff.
Yeah.
But at least, like, I could listen and go back and recap, so
but
we'll see.
Yeah, we're really excited about that one. We're ready for a fresh start, and we're excited for a book that's one and done.
A standalone.
Yeah.
So stick with us. It's going to be good. I think that's it. Just send us your thoughts, like, follow, subscribe. We appreciate any reviews, and we will catch you next week.